Hey everybody, it's Paul Guy here. Just wanted to make a video for you guys about something pretty serious. As always though, I do hope you're having a good day today. That's always my hope for you guys. But I feel like there's something I need to address. And that is depression. Depression is something that hits everybody. No one is annulled from it. Whenever depression hits, it doesn't care who you are. You could be a young child, teenager, grown adult, it doesn't matter. If it hits you, it hits you, and no one's immune to it. That's really the reality of it. And, you just get consumed by just all these feelings, like terrible feelings of just feeling lost, lonely, just feeling sadness, like on a different level. It's really rough to experience and go through. And I've been there in my past. I've definitely been there. And I'm not going to say I don't have my moments of feeling down, but there was like a big time in my life where I really, really got to a low point. When I was younger, like in my elementary school days, like from like second grade up, like I got made fun of and picked on by like everybody. Like seriously, like it was kind of ridiculous, like how an entire classroom can like turn on one person. And when you're a kid, you absorb things. You're a sponge back then. So if you would just have all your peers coming at you, it really affects you. It really does. And then from all through the elementary and then all the way through middle school, I just kept getting like attacked, verbally by so many people. And then it felt like it got worse in middle school because you had all these brand new people on top of the people already just berating you, belittling you, just getting your goad going, just trying their best to just make you feel terrible. It was something I never, it's crazy. Like it's something I never would hope would happen to anybody, but there I was, going through it, little Paul going through it. And it got really bad. And I just felt more and more terrible about myself as the years went on. And eventually it hit a point where I was at a crossroad. I remember like I sat down when I had, the house to myself. I think like my parents were outside doing something with the yard and I was in the living room. I remember I grabbed a knife from the kitchen and I had it like right here. And all I had to do was just end it. And it would have been over. But something kept me from doing it that day. And in my mind, I was just like, well, not today. Maybe I'll do it later. And, I am glad that later never came. I was about maybe 14 at the time when I was ready to do something about the pain that I was feeling. And I'm going to be 32 this year. And, just looking back on it, it seems so long ago because it really was. But thinking on it, the pain, the memories of the pain never really went away. I'm not saying that I'm going through, the same experience, but I remember what I felt during that time and it sucked. It really, really sucked. But, I'm glad in a way that happened because at least then, because of all that, when I hear about other people who have this issue, who go through depression, I can relate to them. And I try, whenever I hear about it in front of me, I do what I can. I reach out to some people and reach out to them and just, let them know that, hey, I've been there. I know what that feels like. And that's why I bring it to you guys because, you know, everyone goes through it. You know, everyone has gone through it. It's so many people have gone through it. And I just want you to know that I get it. You know, you may be going through a dark period in your life. You may be going through such a tough time, and it could be for any reason. You know, mine just so happened to be, getting, picked on by my peers. But you could be having the same issue. You could have something different, and I won't go in specifics, but, you know your reason. You know what's causing it. And then there's some cases where some people don't know. It just happens. And that's a thing. But the point is that, I understand. I totally get it. And it sucks. It's one of the worst things that you could feel when you just get this feeling of like hopelessness and loneliness. And you're just filled with like grief and sadness because you're feeling this pain and it doesn't seem like it's going away. But the truth is, it does. Sometimes it takes longer than other times. The thing is that we just have to hold on until it passes. You're caught in this storm, this big hurricane storm, and everything's just crashing around you, and you're just caught up in it. And you're just wondering, like, is this going to end? When is this going to end? And that's when people get that thought in their head that if I just end it myself, then it'll be over. But I just want you to know that there's more to life than all these bad times. If I would have taken my life all those years ago, I would have missed out on so much. I wouldn't have even done this channel and connected with you guys. I wouldn't have been able to forge friendships with people that I've met after the fact. People that I, consider close, I wouldn't have even met my wife, who I hold very dear to my heart, if I would have just went ahead and did that all those years ago. And who's to say that the same can't happen to you? There's so much more than pain in this life. There's good. There's good in this life. And you have to yet to experience it. And if you go ahead and just end it now, you'll never get to know. And if you have that thought in your head like, well, it doesn't really matter, no one cares about me, that's not true at all. Your life is far more impactful than you realize. Whether you're directly involved with someone or not so, your life impacts others. And if you are taking yourself out of the equation, there's all this good that could be done that revolves around you that you would never know because you're not there. The fact is that if there's one thing I could ever plead from anyone, whoever is going through that deep depression and is contemplating about just ending it, I implore you, don't give up. Don't give up. If you're feeling so bad that you don't know how it to end, you don't know how it's going to end, reach out to somebody. There are helplines out there, people who will listen to you. And all you have to do is just unload your pain, and there will be people there who will listen and talk you through it and stand with you. That was the one thing about being depressed back then, is that I felt alone. Like just true loneliness. But I didn't even realize it at the time because I was so caught up in the moment. But you're never really alone. There's people there who are willing to help you, people who do care about you. All you have to do is reach out and say, hey, I need help. And those people will come back with you and just be like, okay, I'm here for you. It's there. You just have to see it. And, feeling like this dark time like covers you, it blinds you to it. It really does. I don't want to like sugarcoat too much, but it really does. Depression is like a blanket. If it covers over you, you can't see anything around you. You can't feel anything around you because it's there on you. All you have to do is just peer through it for just a moment to find somebody, and you'll find people there. And they'll help you through it. And it's one of the worst feelings, and I get that. But if I could at least try and convince somebody that it's not worth ending your life over, then I could at least count this video as like a success. Just one person at least, And if you need to hear it, I hope that this does help, The one thing I could just really the one thing I can't stress enough is that you don't give up. This dark time that is around you, it's not meant to last. It's not going to last forever. It's not going to last for the rest of your life. You'll come out of it, and then you will be experiencing something wonderful in life that it has waiting for you. All you have to do is just hold on just a little longer, and I promise you it's going to pass. It really will. And I don't know, like if you just need to hear it, then let me tell you that I believe in you. Okay? I believe in you. You are a special, unique, wonderful person. There's not another person who's just like you. You're the only one. And if you just decide to take your unique, wonderful life away, there's not going to be another one like you, ever. And the world will be robbed of someone as special as you. I care about you. I believe in you. I wish I could come out there and find you guys and offer you just a hug at least in hopes that that would help. And I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is that I know what that pain is. And it sucks. It really sucks. But it gets better. I promise you it gets better. You have to believe that it gets better. And, that's not to say that life is going to be an easy trek. Life has so many ups and so many downs. It's just that when you're in those downs, you can't help but not realize the good that's there. You can't help it. That's just the way it is. But then when you hit that good moment, it's such a breath of fresh air, and those moments are worth it. It's so worth it. That's really all I can hope to say, is that you guys really understand how valuable you are. And if you could take it from a guy like me who's, I'm just a goofball who plays video games, but I'm so glad that I'm here in life. And I'm so glad I didn't take it away all those years ago, because I would have missed out on so much. And I don't want that to be for you guys. I don't want you guys to miss out on what life has to offer you. Anyways, I love you guys. I love every single one of you. If this helps you and you feel like someone else needs to hear this, go ahead and share it. Or better yet, if you know somebody who's going through a tough time, please reach out. Let them know you're there for them and that you care about them. And anything they need, you will do your best for them. All of us, the spectators on the outside, we have a role to play in this too, If we know that there's somebody out there who is going through such a terrible time, why not help them? Why not reach out? And I hope that this reached out to somebody. I really do. You guys are awesome. You're awesome. You going through that dark time, you're awesome. Think about it this way. It's like tempering steel. You know about tempering steel? It's like when you put steel through intense fire. You know, the fire hurts. Fire is hot. It's rough. You know, like you don't want to go through it. But when steel goes through a fire, it becomes tempered. And you know what you know what tempered steel is? It's harder, stronger, and better. And that's for you. You can go through this terrible time, and when you emerge from it, you are stronger than you were, and you are better than what you were. You become something different. Not a bad way, but a good way. Just please hold on to that. And don't give up. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll hopefully see you soon. So until then, see you.